Alright, we're taking another look at this DB380 made by Diamondback. This time we're though going to take a little more in-depth look. Still haven't gotten out to shoot one, so it's driving me nuts. Figure I'll keep looking at them until I get out to the range with one. But this time we've got it with a Glock 26 and with a Glock 22. Kind of to give you an idea of the full-size standard Glock frame, their subcompact, and then the new DB from Diamondback. So first off, we'll just take a look. They're all empty, of course. So I figured it'd be neat to take one of these down and see how it disassembles. So when we first looked at it, we saw that it's got the takedown levers very much like a Glock. So I actually manhandled a little bit more here, played with it, and it takes down very much like a Glock. So we removed the magazine, make sure the chamber is empty, point it in a safe direction, pull the trigger, and now just release tension on the slide, pull down on the takedown levers, and it does disassemble exactly like a Glock. The insides here are quite a bit different, very similar. Most people I imagine would think they're very, very close, but they're just a little different. We don't get into the guts of firearms in our videos, so we'll just leave it at that. As far as the slide though, again, very Glock-like. We've got the recoil spring here. It's a little different because it's not captured, but the double-stage recoil spring. We've got the barrel that drops out, again, very Glock-like in its shape and function. And then the slide, which does look a lot like that mini Glock slide. And we're not going to take it apart, but again, very similar. And I guess just if you're not familiar with the Glocks on the inside, let's take one of them down. So again, not 100% clone or anything, but pretty close. Of course, we're missing the slide lock or the slide hold open that the Glock has. So those mechanisms aren't there. Instead of having, I think it's got what, 2 transfer bars instead of just the one on the Glock. But otherwise, very similar. Rails up front and in back, same as a Glock. And of course, the takedowns are similar. Of course, everyone notices from the outside the trigger guards and the shapes and the depressions and stuff are very, very similar. Getting down to the guts again, the Glock. Of course, it's a captured spring, but pretty close. And then that barrel comes out. So comparing the two barrels, very similar in their shape and function. Obviously, it must be different enough that they're not going to get sued, but pretty close. So we'll go ahead and get some stills of these too, but definitely some similarities between the Glock and its little brother, the Diamondback DB380.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.